morning, YouTube family. My name is Anthony Long. I go by the bluegrass picker. I like to pick bluegrass on the mandolin. I like to pick the guitar. I like to play old Led Zeppelin and Dave Matthews Band, things like that. And I resell, and as a part-time job, I have a lawn business and power washing business for my main thing. Especially this time of year when it's slower for that, I get to do all this reselling. Well, the first month I had a flea market booth. It was December, which of course it's probably going to be the best month I have. I already have an antique mall booth, and it's open. And then I have an antique in the same spot. I have a glass booth, so I can put baseball cards and things I don't really want to get stolen because they're small, and it's a huge antique mall, so it'd be pretty easy to steal stuff. And kind of figured out that I'm gonna get stuff stolen about 5 to 10% of the time, and it's about the same as returns in eBay. So I mean, it happens, but it's not going to cost you, because most of the time you're sourcing it for so cheap anyway that you might be losing what you were going to sell for, but what you paid into it wasn't as much as you thought it'd be. But anyway, antique booths, great, but I'm supposed to have antique stuff only or collectible stuff only. I can't put garage sale stuff. And so I've been at the Mike's Flea Market for quite a while now. It was my first one, but I had two small glass showcases. I didn't have anything where I could put anything big. So I put jerseys and baseball cards and Pokemon cards, and it's worked well. I made quite a bit of money there, but it's just a small area. So I had put in for a open flea market booth, and I got it within a week, and got it just in time, just for December, right before all the Christmas. And so I was pretty excited. And if anybody knows anything about a flea market booth or antique booth, most of the work is at the very beginning, setting it up, bringing all that stuff in. But once you get it going, for me, I like it because they send me every day at 7 o'clock, they send me a sales report and tell me what sold. So I know what to bring in. I know what to go back in stock. And that's awesome for me. But anyway, let's get to what sold in my flea market booth the first month. So I'm going to go over what sold in my flea market booth for those who have a flea market booth, so they can kind of know some bolos that have sold for me that might work for them. Because like what I do, mine is $90 for rent and then 10% on top. But if you figure in what you would have to have for a storage unit, not having this stuff at my house, and also when you have an eBay store, you're usually paying a premium every month to have that store. So $90 isn't that big a deal to me. And especially what I'll do is like buy Pokemon cards, stuff that I know I can source at Dollar Tree, like real retail arbitrage. So I don't think much about that. I don't have to go looking for it. I just go pick it up, put it in my booth, and it pays for the rent, the money I make on it. And then it provides me, when I'm making the money on my jerseys or baseball cards, that I'm actually making some good money on. So that's just what I do. But I want to go over what sold, just so everybody kind of knows where I got it and everything. I got a 90s Erector set. It was still in the box. It was $9 at Goodwill. It's still like all in the plastic pieces and everything. It was pretty nice. I thought about giving it to my nephews, but it was almost too much. But I bought it for $9 at Goodwill, sold it for $24.95, so I made $13.50 profit. Pokemon cards, I bought a pack for $1. So I had 2 packs, and then I had some just random cards I bought in a garage sale last year. A huge lot of Pokemon cards. I just throw random ones in with it. I sold it for $6.95. I made $4.20 profit. I bought some ball cards. I bought for 50 cents and sold for $5. I just kind of wad them up into teams, like the Royals. I have 20 cards of Royals, sold for $5. Kind of a good way to get rid of some other stuff. I found this margarita mixer. And you took the lid off, and it was a big fish from what do you call it? Jimmy Buffett restaurant or something. It was a big gaudy thing, but I got it for 50 cents at a garage sale, and I sold it for $3. So I made $2 on it, but it was kind of, I wanted to have a lot of stuff that was cheap for Christmas times, like those stocking stuffer things, so anyway, and I think it kind of worked. I sold the Elf DVD for $3. I knew that would sell fast. I don't even watch it. I love Elf. It's one of my favorites, but I just don't watch that. I just don't have any time. I'd rather watch YouTube anymore. And so I sold it for $3. I knew it'd sell fast if I could put for more, but I put it around my little tree in my booth just to kind of show off a little bit, and it worked. I bought a harp. It had it's a lap one. It's not very big. It's just a lap harp, and it had come with the box and had instructions and all that stuff. But I liked it, but I wasn't gonna work on it, play with it. It was just kind of neat. So I sold it. I bought it for $9 at Goodwill. Sold it for 21, so I made $10 on it. I got one of my first pickups I ever got at Goodwill was these Vibe VR headsets, and I thought, oh, it's only $6. I'm gonna make a bunch on that. I got home confident it wasn't going for much, and so I just never even sold it. But I bought it for $6 in Goodwill, and I sold it for 11, so I made $4 profit afterwards. Some more Pokemon cards, bought for $2.25, sold for $12.95, made $9. A marble rolling pin, it was bought for $6 at Goodwill, sold it for $14.95, so I made $7.50. It was nice. It was the wooden handles. You could put it in the fridge, and like if you put butter in your crust, it won't stick to the butter, because it holds the coldness. It's so heavy. It was awesome, but I just don't cook. I eat so clean. I don't cook much anymore, so I just don't need it. I bought 2 Starbucks mugs, 50 cents a piece. So 2 of them for $1. They both sold for $8. So I made $6 on that. Starbucks mugs just sell fast. And everybody has a mug or can use it as a gift. I was at Hobby Lobby one day and I saw this little cool pirate thing. I was like, ooh, I'll experiment this, see if it goes for anything. Bought it for $3.95 because I figured, that's kind of a cheap thing. I couldn't sell it. I've had it in my antique booth forever, and finally I just sold it for $4. So I'm just getting my money back on that, really. Another DVD I sold for $2. I don't know what it was. Pokemon, $2.25. I sold it for $11.25. Made $7.75 on it. Just some cards again. A Mahomes Chiefs jersey. It was a woman's jersey. Bought for $22. Sold for $59.95. So I made $32 on it. Game of Thrones journal. I bought it for 50 cents. It was still in the package, and it was like those loot crate items, but it sold for $11, so I made $9.50. I didn't think I was ever going to sell that thing. I put it on eBay. It sat there. I put it in the garage sale thing we had at our antique mall, and it didn't sell, so I was just happy that it sold. Mahomes jersey, I bought it for 20, sold it for 70. It made $43. Frozen 2 puzzles. I got those at Dollar Tree. So I bought 2 of them for $2 and they sold for $10. So I made $7 on just buying dollar puzzles at Dollar Tree. So I sourced a lot of things at Dollar Tree and retail arbitrage it in my flea market booth because people don't know about Dollar Tree around here. And so I'm basically taking Dollar Tree and putting it in my booth and using it to pay my rent so I can sell the fun things that I'm making some good money on. Batman puzzle, and it was sealed. I got it from Goodwill. It was $2. I sold it for $16.95. Made $12. I couldn't get it sold on eBay, so that was kind of nice. A hat, bought it at Goodwill for $2. Sold it for $9.95. Made $7. A toy guitar that was part of a huge lot that I bought for a garage sale, and I'm gonna keep track of that lot. I only spent $60, and 40 of it was a bunch of Nintendos. Had 3 Wii's, 15 remotes, all kinds of stuff with it. And one of the things he threw in these toy guitars, there were 7 of them, and he just gave them to me for free, just trying to get me to take all this stuff. And I sold one of those for $4.95, made $4.50 profit on it. And they're like the thing after the Guitar Hero, you just strum it and it makes noises without just having a battery, so you didn't need anything. I sold an Xbox game, 2 Xbox games, and I don't know what I usually pick these up at garage sales, and I usually pay $1 or less. And so I paid $1. I'm just gonna round up to $1. Sold for $5.95. Another one for $9.95. And then I sold 2 for $14. So I made $4.30, $7.95, and then $10.50 between two more. So for four altogether. And then in my Mahomes jersey, bought it for 20, sold it for $53.95, made $23.50 profit. A ticker plush, two ticker plushes that I got in a big lot in a garage sale that I figured in it's about 50 cents a piece into them. Sold one for $14.95, one for $11.95. They sell the tags. I think both of them still had a talking thing. And so I made $12.95 and $10.25 on those. Some Disney stickers that were frozen, I got for Dollar Tree for $1, sold for $3.95, made $2.55 profit. Bought a Canon 3.2 megapixel at Goodwill for $3, sold it for $10, made $6 profit. Another one of those things I didn't think I would ever sell. A Jeff Gordon remote control car. It was kind of neat, but I've had it on eBay forever. It wouldn't sell. Bought it for $3 at Goodwill, sold for $7 in my flea market, made $3.30. There was a Christmas bell that I saw for 50 cents. I need some Christmas stuff, and I was like Goodwill, so I just bought it. It's 50 cents, and then it sold for $6, made $5 on it. And then the last day of the year, Travis Kelce, I had two different cards selling his. He's a Chiefs tight end. He's a really good player. And I just figured I spent 50 cents because I buy him in big chunks, and then sold one for $6, made $5. Another one for $7, made $6. And then the last day of the year, I sold one more Chiefs Mahomes jersey. I bought it for $20 on AliExpress and sold it for $60. It's $34 profit. And so my final numbers, I had 34 items that I sold, and the total sales was $521.35. And then what I figured in after what I paid for them, I made $313.25. And so after $90 that I paid for rent, and the $318 is after the 10% commission for the sale of each item, is $228.25. So my first month in the flea market, I made $228.25. And a lot of this it's getting, you don't, sometimes when you're looking at it, you see it as just that 228, but you're getting your money back that you put into it again, so you can put it into new products too. So you have to kind of look at it like that too. You're getting some of your money back. And so these are just some of the things I did my first month at the flea market. Of course, this will probably be my best month. I'll get better at it. One thing that's a problem about the flea market booth for me is people go in and look at something and they just throw it back. And so people destroy my booth. I get back there, I almost can't believe how bad it is. And then, people get to my booth, they want something mine, they throw down something they'd already picked up and they don't want now because they bought something mine, or they just every time I go in my booth, people have thrown something from somewhere else. And then I've had stuff that's gone that I thought I'd sold, and I can't find it, but someone picked up a jersey and they left it in some other booth. Which makes sense in a way too, because a lot of times you pick up something, you don't know where you got it, so you don't even know where to go get it. But it can get to the front, and the front will get it back. But anyway, these are just some of the things that I'm doing in my flea market booth, and I'll be doing one over my antique mall and stuff. And from now on, I'll probably do every week what's sold, just to keep it smaller and keep people more into it, because I think there's a lot of resellers out there that wish they had an indoor flea market booth. It's really nice to be able to tag stuff. I bought a Dymo label maker at Walmart, and you can buy them for like $16. I had a brother that was like 25 to 30, and it was awesome, but the refills were so expensive. But that Dymo, the refills are really cheap at Walmart. So if you label tags, like Como Picker might be a good thing to know. You can buy those, and it's nice because I can put my SKU into the end, and then it stays, and then I just put in the new thing, print it off, boom, print it off, boom. And then a lot of things I can just put the sticky tag right onto it, but a lot of times too, if I have one that's just a hanging tag, I can stick it onto the hanging tag anyway, so it works really well. I didn't spend $20 altogether for the Dymo label maker with the refills. So these are just some things that I try to supplement with eBay, because sometimes eBay's slow, and eBay sometimes is a buyer's market. Because I like to buy stuff on eBay, and there's some things that there's a lot of people out there that know, and so it drives the price down. And so that's why it's kind of nice that some people don't know. You don't know comparison pricing when you're in a flea market. So you feel like you're getting a good deal because you don't know any better. Not that we're trying to get over on anybody, but there's some things that you should be able to get more money than you do on eBay. But You know, that's the benefit of buying too. But these are just a few things that I do in my reselling business that help push me along, and grind on, friends. You ran good, buddy. You're such a good boy.